This is 149, or I'm sorry, 148 Ridgecrest Drive, Chesterfield, 63385. We are at the stack closest to the wall. There is another one right beside it. I was unable to get the cap off of it. So this is the farthest distance anyway, so we'll go through this. Looks like it's holding a little water. And this looks like the main trunk line. Pipe looks like it's in pretty good shape. This is our transition. This is cast iron here. It's hard to tell the condition of the pipe due to the buildup. As you can tell looking right here, it's about half capacity due to the buildup. It's quite possible that this could be descaled and jetted and possibly be able to see if it's in better shape. But you won't know until you get some of that out of there so you can see the bottom of it. I'm going to see if I can push through. So it does open a little bit. That to me is red clay. That is a transition to the outside. As you can see right there, it looks to me like there is a compromise in the pipe at that point right there. So I'm gonna see if I can push through that. Okay, so there is a blockage right there from the top. That's going to be right there at the transition at the edge of the house. I was able to push through. You can see that. Now we're in a bigger pipe. This is a 6-inch. This will be clay on the outside. There is an expansion right there, which means the joints are allowing roots to come through. Keep in mind each one of these sections are either 3 or 5 foot apart as we go on out into the yard. So at every joint it's feasible to have a few roots, but I don't know about the amounts as far as what you would find acceptable. This was not acceptable. That one's not too bad. There's another one. there is a section there. Pushing in, I believe these are 5-foot sections. Just that one was not, that was 3. And so there would be your main out in the yard. So from this point we'll pull backwards, and you can take a look at it again, and I'll try to pull on each of the joints. I'll try to pull a little slower so that you can get a little better look. On the red clay tile that's actually outside the house, most of them roots can be taken out with hydrojetting, descaling, but there is a compromise at each section, just so that you know that. That is an offset there, which means the pipe is moved a little bit. As you can see, there's a lip. If it was the other direction, it wouldn't be that bad, but anytime the water goes up against something like this, it slows it down, which will allow things to set into your line. Perfect example right there. Another offset. Another offset there. That one's got the pipe about 95% closed right there. You only have flow on the bottom. A big wad of toilet paper will cause a backup. Alright, now we're into the cast. This is probably the transition area from the inside to the outside, where instead of going through the wall, they just tie it on both sides, inside or outside. You'll see it's a short section, and then it goes back to PVC. But you can see it's in pretty bad shape. This is where it's about, give or take, half full of buildup. And there's the offset right there. So there's a rubber boot that's around that, but as you can tell, it's offset itself a little bit, slowing things down. And we are in the PVC, which is in the house. Build up there, and then we hold a little water. As you can tell, we're about half a camera. That's about an inch of water, a little more. I'm just rinsing my camera head, and then as you can tell, water in the line. Now we are almost over the head, and then that's the one farthest away, so that way you can see where that one ties in. This concludes my camera and recording of this line at 148 Ridgecrest Drive in Chesterfield.